Welcome to Lesson 11, Elasticity. This lesson talks about how economists measure how responsive consumers are to changes in price. The information is important because differences in responsiveness have important implications for business and government decisions. Here are three examples. First, the responsiveness of consumers to changes in price determines when a firm can increase its profit by increasing its price. Second, the responsiveness of consumers to changes in price determines when a government can collect more tax revenue by raising the excise tax on a good or service. Third, the responsiveness of employers to changes in wages determines whether the impact of a change in the minimum wage on employment opportunities is large or small. That information would be important when you're trying to decide whether an increase in the minimum wage on net is a good thing or a bad thing. And fourth, the responsiveness of consumers to changes in price determines how much the price of oil rises when OPEC reduces its output by 10%. I actually had 4 examples, not 3. I've changed the notes to note that. We have, my goodness, 8 main points. 1, the first point is the definition of price elasticity of demand. The price elasticity of demand is the percentage change in quantity demanded divided by the percentage change in price when demand is constant. It is the percentage change in quantity demanded when price increases by 1%. 2, the percentage change in quantity demanded equals the product of the elasticity of demand and the percentage change in price. The second point is simply an algebraic restatement of what the elasticity is. Number 3, as consumer responsiveness increases, we say that price elasticity increases. Number 4, the price elasticity of demand varies with the availability of close substitutes, whether the good is a luxury or a necessity, how broadly the market is defined, and how much time consumers have to respond to the change in price. Number 5, it's the distinction between demand that's elastic and inelastic. Demand is elastic when the absolute value of elasticity is greater than 1. It's inelastic when the absolute value is less than 1. And it is unitary elastic when the absolute value of elasticity is equal to 1. Number 6, if a firm increases its price, total revenue increases when demand is inelastic, and the total revenue decreases when demand is elastic. Number 7, if a firm decreases its price, total revenue decreases when demand is inelastic and increases when demand is elastic. Number 8, the best way to calculate price elasticity is with the midpoint formula, and we'll walk through an example of that later on in the notes. What can the successful student do? At the end of this lesson, the successful student can define price elasticity demand, distinguish elastic demand from inelastic demand, state the factors that make demand more or less elastic and predict their effects, calculate the price elasticity demand using the midpoint formula, and use elasticity to determine how a change in price affects total revenue.